Hi everyone, this is Pastor Nadine. Welcome to session 16 of our Prayer Walk video series. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. In fact, you may want to just listen to this video as you're actually out doing your prayer walk. It's going to be much more of a meditative guided walk for today's session. So we're going to start with our breath prayers. We're going to begin with those as it will help us to focus, to hopefully let some of those distractions fall away, to set our intention to be fully in the moment and fully in God's presence. Then I'm going to move into a reading from Psalm 42. I'm going to read the first two verses, and I'll read those through maybe 3 times as you let those words sort of wash over you and you think about the meaning that they may hold for you and what they might have for you in your prayer walk today. And then I'm going to read through a poem by David White, which is called The Well. So I'm going to read it slowly. I may stop and offer some pauses or repeat a verse or a few verses and then keep going forward as you keep going forward in your walk until we finally come to the end of the poem. Of course, although the poem may end, I certainly encourage you to keep walking and reflecting on the psalm, returning to your breath prayer, or on any part of the poem that was speaking to you as well. So let us begin our time with our breath prayer this morning. The prayer that we're going to offer is Living Water, I Yearn for You. So whether you're outdoors and ready for your walk or you're inside listening and preparing to go out later, that's fine. Just find your comfortable sitting or standing position. Take some deep breaths. Just fill your lungs with that air. Maybe hold that breath for just a second or two. Try to come into the present moment, to be fully present. Living water, I yearn for you. Living water, I yearn for you. Living water, I yearn for you. As a deer longs for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. As a deer longs for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. As a deer longs for flowing streams, so my soul longs for you, O God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. The Well by David White. Be thankful now for having arrived. Be thankful now for having arrived, for the sense of having drunk from a well. For remembering the long drought that preceded your arrival, and the years walking in a desert landscape of surfaces, looking for a spring hidden from you. Remembering the long drought that preceded your arrival. looking for a spring hidden from you so long that even wanting to find it now had gone from your mind until you only remembered the hard pilgrimage that brought you here. The hard pilgrimage that brought you here. That brought you here. The thirst that caught in your throat, the taste of a world just missed, and the dry throat that came from a love you remembered but had never fully wanted for yourself. The thirst that caught in your throat from a love you remembered but had never fully wanted for yourself, until finally, after years making the long trek to get here, it was as if your whole achievement had become nothing but thirst itself. Nothing but thirst itself. But the miracle had come simply from allowing yourself to know that you had found it. You had found it. That this time, someone walking out into the clear air from far inside you had decided not to walk past it anymore. This time, someone walking out into the clear air from far inside you had decided not to walk past it anymore. The miracle had come at the roadside in the kneeling to drink and the prayer you said and the tears you shed and the memory you held and the realization that in this silence you no longer had to keep your eyes and ears averted from the place that could save you. The realization that in this silence you no longer had to keep your eyes and ears averted from the place that could save you. That you had been given the strength to let go of the thirsty, dust-laden pilgrim self that brought you here, walking with bent back, bowed head, and careful explanations. You had been given the strength to let go of the thirsty, dust-laden pilgrim self that brought you here. The strength to let go. No, the miracle had already happened when you stood up, shook off the dust, and walked along the road from the well, out of the desert, toward the mountain. Out of the desert, toward the mountain, as if already home again. As if already home again. As if you deserved what you loved all along. You deserved what you loved all along. You deserved what you loved all along. As if just remembering the taste of that clear, cool spring could lift up your face and set you free. That clear, cool spring could lift up your face and set you free. Lift up your face and set you free. And set you free. Blessings on your walk. May God be with you till we meet again. Take care, be well, and God bless.